Hello, Mega Dimension here, back for another Face Night video. Last time we went on a date with Saber, and then we got interrupted by a certain. Then we got in a fight with Saber. Then we went back together because she stayed, she didn't know where to go. And while we were taking, someone interrupted us. Well, sounds very familiar. Let me get the cap out from my cup. And now let's load. Where are you going? Where are you going? Do not take what is mine, kid. We meet someone we should never have met. My happy mind freezes in an instant. Goosebumps run all over my body and throws won't move as forgotten to breathe. If you watch Phase Zero, you know he's very possessive of a certain knight. King of knights, you can say. Shiro. It must be the same for Saber behind me. Her hand holds me tightly, just as I feel unavoidable death. Too feels like unconceivable desperation. Oh well, look him. He has fashion sense. Looks very weird though, with his hair spiked up like that. I have kept you waiting, Saber. I have come for you, as promised. His voice sounds like it's sneering, haughty and merciless. I can feel no human emotion in his arrogance, nothing that has ever considered the opinions of others. You'll see why, and if you... why? Because this is where you find his identity. Archer. My voice is shaking. The golden servant, the unknown heroic spirit who swept away the bone creatures, even Catter herself without any difficulty. Yup, he's truly badass, isn't he? Though that fashion sense is very weird, though. This is the early 2000s, so I guess. Oh, damn, he should have. Wait, is that a fucking ring? I never noticed that. Oh, okay, there's a fucking ring right there. It's golden, though. Golden earrings. He's still wearing the golden earrings. I quite admire that. That monster is in front of us. You know, it looks like more of those backs here boys from the early 2000s. That's what it reminds me of. He's so close to us. At a distance, without much, we can start fighting if we want to face a death greater than Berserker. The Backstreet Boys is before my time, though. I was a kid. I think I was like 4 or something when it was like still going on. I don't know. I was born in 2001, so who knows? I barely pay attention to music and pop star sounds like. What's wrong, Saber? I've come especially for you. It'll be rude to stay silent. Or do you intend to play around for a bit before you become mine, King of Knights? Archer sniffles his laughter happily. His eyes aren't looking at me. He's only watching Saber. With his rude eyes looking at her as if evaluating a work of art. She is a work of art in a sense. Sarah's presence changes. She must have prepared herself. Unlike me, unable to move a finger, she's already glaring at the enemy. Shiro, I'll block his first attack. No matter what, please retreat from here in that time. I know how hard that is, but that is all I can manage against this servant. Her back asked me to forgive her. Even Saber only managed to block his first attack. The chance of success of retreating from a god like this is low. Saber's asking for my forgiveness for that low chance. Probably. She knows she has no way to defeat that servant. She can't do that. This is different from what we call Berserker. For some reason, I know making Sarah fight this would be bad. No, I may know the reason. I felt it when I saw his no phantom last night. Sarah would not be able to beat no matter what. It's not about skills as a swordsman. Before that, prerequisites are wrong. As long as there are heroic spirits, no heroic spirit will be able to beat him. Are they still holding hands, I wonder? No, really, I'm still wondering that. Because they probably have to stop grabbing hands, because they'll be fucking dead, but you know. No, you're the one running with Saber. Shiro. I covered Saber's face with Archer.
そうか。マスターがいたのだったな。
Oh, yeah. You had the master, huh? He was so shabby that I thought he was a dog or something. He says happily. No, he fucking knew. The man raises his hand and slowly brings his fingers together. I feel sick. I'll be killed if I don't retreat now. There's no reason or logic behind it. The presence of death. I feel instantly that I'll be killed if I stay in front of him and... Go, Saber! The church is nearby. You shall be able to shelter you even against him, you fucking idiot! I push Saber, run away, shaking off the promoter of death attacking me. There's only one thing to do. I run to him, project Saber's sword like a buzzer and... Fucking dumbass! My body flies. What happened? The instant the man clicked his fingers, something appeared right beside me. Oh, I could feel like a big hammer that will smash away across the ground like trash. I can't move. I feel like my bones in my body are broken. I can feel my limbs, my pain numbed. I can't even tell if I'm alive or not. I will not kill you. Saber will disappear if I killed you now. It is against my will, but I shall let you live until the Holy Grail appears. A man laughs. I move my hand, try to get up, but my body won't move. Oh, my blood isn't flowing. It feels like the energy to move my body has stopped reaching my limbs. But do not be conceited, lowlife. There are ways to let a servant stay in this world without you. It is just that this is the least troublesome state. I will kill you if you annoy me. I really like voicing Archer. That kills my mind. He'll kill me. If I move more, he will do something about hesitation. How can anyone move after being told that? Shiro! Saber tries to run to me. Where are you going? There is no left to intrude. That piece of shit is not the man you should be running to. But the man won't allow that. He stands before me and waits to Saber to come to him. Saber stops and glares at the man. There's about 10 meters between them. It is a distance Saber will be able to get close, but instantly, but... It seems you're not willing to come to me. I find it hard to understand. A heroic spirit like you must know how valuable it is to be chosen by me. Nonsense. I am a king, even though I am heroic spirit. I will not submit to you. Is that so? Even if you're a king, you're still a woman. Well, he even go commercial to sex. Oh, did I say something? Oh, damn. It should be a woman's joy to be held down and be violated. Oh my gosh. Oh, I forget how sexy she is, but damn, it's like so funny. So why do you refuse? It's not like you are a virgin. It's not like you are a virgin. Are you scared to become mine? I mean, not wrong. You.
文字通り
Do
この
not
世の
resent me
全
so.
てを
I
与
do
え
not
る
only take, I shall give you pleasure equally. If you are to become mine, I will literally give you everything in this world.
誇るがいいお前にはそれだけの
Be
価値
proud,
があ
I
ると
accepted
認め
that
たの
you
だ
have such value. The man moves. He opens his arms to accept Saber.
そう守護者になどなることもなく死にゆく運命に戻ることもない
That is right. You do not intend to be a guardian, nor will you return to the point of your death.
もう一度だけ言うぞセイバーこのま
I
ま
will say
俺
this
のも
once
のに
more,
なれ
Saber. Be mine.
この世界で
Let's enjoy our
共に
second
二
life
度
in
目
this
の生
world.
を謳歌しようではないか
断る
I refuse.
そのようなことに興味はないし何より貴様と共に生きるなど
I have no
まかり間
interest
違っても
in
ありえ
such
ません
things, and most of all, I do not want to live with you. She does not a Norwegian. You know, people like ship those two characters, me included. But you know, or for some fucking reason I do. I don't fucking understand honestly. Siri looks at Archer head on. Sorry, I would like to do a laugh too. He stops. I don't know what's so funny, but the man starts laughing.
いいぞそれでこそ俺の見込んだ女よ
Great! That is what I expect from the woman I chose. So he doesn't take no for an answer.
この世に一つ程度は俺に従わぬ者がいなければな
Yes, there must be at least one that will not obey me.
よーしでは力ずくだ聖杯を手に入れた後その身に中身をぶちまけてやろう
Alright, then I shall do so by force. After I obtain the Holy Grail, I shall pour the contents onto you.
喜べよセイバーそうなればマスターなど不要となる
Rejoice, Saber! You will not need your master after that.
万能の器である聖杯その力すべてを飲み干すのだからなサーバントなどと人間の使い魔に
You
甘
will
ん
be
じる
taking
こ
in
と
all
も
the
なくなる
power
だ
of
ろ
the
う
omnipotent vessel. You should not be familiar to humans like the servants. The man says so with satisfaction, so that Saber replies.
アーチャー貴様の目的は何だ
Archer, what is your intention? She must have realized that fighting is the only way. Sir asks for her enemy's reasons at the end, but the man answers is an unexpected one.
目的かさあ何だったかあいにくこの世の財はすべて手に入れた身でな
Intention? I do not
望む
remember.
ものなどとうに
Unfortunately,
ない
I have obtained everything, so there is nothing I wish for.
聖杯を求めてはいないというのか
What? Then you do not seek the Holy Grail.
聖杯ああ不老不死かそんなものは蛇にくれてやった
The Holy Grail. Oh, immortality. I give that to the snake. Yeah, you can guess who he is. I think I said it, but I don't think you heard me.
不老不死を蛇に譲った
You gave immortality to a snake. Sarah's presence freezes. What was that conversation? Sarah shakes her head and tries to deny the word.
だがこの世界は
But
面
this
白
world
い
is
ぞ
interesting.
根本は変わらぬが装飾もここまで来れば別物だこれならば再びこの世で君臨するのも悪
The
くない
basic principles do not change, but the decorations are so elaborate that it seems different when it has come this far. In this case, it will not be too bad to reign over this world.
そうだな俺の目的といえばそんなところかそれを効率よく進めるというのであらば聖杯の力も悪
Yes,
くは
I
ない
think that is my intent. If it will let me do that efficiently, the Holy Grail is not without use.
支配欲か見下げ果てたなアーチャーそん
The
なことの
desire
ため
to
に聖杯
rule.
を欲するとは
You are despicable, Archer. You seek the Holy Grail for such a purpose.
欲するのではない世の財は全て我のもの自分のものを他人に使われるのが我慢ならん
I
だけ
did
よ
not seek it. Everything in this world is mine. I just do not like others using what is mine.
お前と
You should hate having
て
your
その
holy
政
sword
権
used
を
by
人に
strangers,
使われ
King
て
of
は腹
Mountains.
立たしいだろ
Saber's body grows misty. After a brief flash, Saber is wearing her silver armor. Oh. The man does not even move more. And the next instant, Saber dashes forward. She runs up to him and instantly slashes her visible sword with deadly speed. Repels, Saber jumps backward. If Saber's armor materialized from magic energy, his armor must be the same as well. Oh, there he is. We got the sprite. Yeah, his sprite. Oh, I just keep saying it, but in a short bout, the enemy has armed himself. Saber looks calmly at Archer, holding her sword ready. Even her stare, the man does not stop smiling. Alright, I shall allow you to oppose me, Saber. The enemy happily announces the beginning of the battle. The white light runs through the darkness. Saber, running up to the golden knight without hesitation, slashes her sword surrounded by lightning. 1 blow, 2, 3, 4. Each time Saber's swords find aim blinding in the light it releases. Combinations like a struggle. It's Lancer one. I first saw Saber one when she fought Lancer. The Saber drives magic energy into her sword and strikes like lightning. Now you see his Archer's CG for it, the attack, I guess. The sword and Archer armor class. What is Archer? The man hasn't even drawn his weapon yet. With Saber's sword in front of him, he must be protecting his head with his own hands. The man does not even have the skill to block Saber's sword. Saber is much better than the man at the sword techniques. And on top of that, Saber's sword is invisible. Even if the man had a weapon, I don't think he would be able to block that invisible sword. The invisible sword keeps hitting the man's armor. The sword slashes against the armor, shaves it, letting off lightning sparks. The man can protect head with his hands. This isn't even a match. This is a one-side elimination, but still the golden armor retains its shape. If the armor is free from damage even after taking their attack so many times, could it be that his no phantom is this a golden armor? No, that can't be right.
さすがにこれ以上はまずいか。相変わらず底なしの魔力よな。
I guess any more would be bad. We sure do have a large supply of magical energy. My armor does not give out often, but so it's kind of giving up? I don't know. The enemy who's merely defending his raises his arm. Not towards Saber. I don't know why, but the man raises his hand to the night sky and enough playing around. Offering your body right here is an illusion. His hand, a short sword like a key in his hand. Sarah attacks with all her power, but the enemy repels her with a dark red sword. That isn't no phantasm bearing a curse of vengeance. She positions herself with a glare, a sword in her hand. Wait, if that's a sword that he uses a lot, then another name we just won't spoil it. I didn't know how to curse. The fact the enemy has revealed the weapon is a threat. At the same time, it means the enemy attacks are revealed. It doesn't matter if there's no fan as a sword or armor, as long as you can see you're able to deal with it. Sarah raises herself. As the man says, his armor is his limit. As Sarah relaunches her fierce barrage of attacks, she'll be able to slash him through his armor. Even if he has brought his own phantasm, it won't make a difference the fact that his next blow will decide the match. This is it. Let's decide the match we could not finish before Archer. The sword in hand is still invisible. Writing the holy sword sealed, Sarah stares at the enemy. Since Sarah knows what no fan it is, this is why she intends to distance herself, and since she knows how to deal with it, she's confronted the enemy straight on. There are no fans or swords, and if the swords' abilities are equal, the sign fair will be their own sword techniques, but that theory Sarah has to win.
よかろう。では来るがいい、セイバー。
Alright, then come at me.
その剣
In difference to your sword, I shall show
俺
you
の
everything
全
I
てを
have.
見せてやる。
The man laughs.
ならば
Fine. Very confident, isn't he? Sarah charged without hesitation. Sarah's sword slashes armor for sure. The instant I think that.
ゲート・オブ・バビロン。
Gate of Babylon. An invisible door opens behind the man. What? Sarah's body stops. The weapon the enemy takes are a different form for his dark red sword. The first are an invisible sword like Saber. As soon as Sarah defends it, the man's holding yet another sword. A sword of ice. She twists her body to avoid, but the space sword goes around and freezes. Sarah retreats and covered in ice. Oh yeah, I remember from the anime. Now I quite like how they interpret that fight in Dean. In the Dean one, Dean is not perfect, but it's still quite good anime. You should watch it. As the ice starts to break, the enemy holds a sickle-like weapon. She instantly tries to block one, approaching her neck with her gauntlet, but it's useless. The sickle goes through her armor like a gauntlet, isn't there, and takes away her magical energy, as if cutting her bone and not her flesh or blood. Sarah totters and manages to stay standing. It's different kind and retreat now. So don't distance yourself, prepare next attack. It's dash or retreat just to get away from the enemy.
そんなバカな
That is impossible. Yeah, you see why. Sarah glares enemy magic energy into her arm. Merely handles flowing around the man. That's what slaughtered Caster. And those are no fan of Golden Knight who cornered Saber. There, you see. You fucking see it. It is a scene that makes even want me to doubt my own eyes. Just look at this. No, there's another one, the December twist. So the things like just swords just pointing out weapons like the pointy stuff. Not this. This is just him like grabbing it, I guess. Those handles flowing behind are surely those of noble phantasms, not just 10 or 20. That even though I can feel that there are infinite, for all the times and places, as if say the sun has all divine mysteries from every legend.
アーチャーあなたは
Archer, who are you? Saber's voice is trembling, as Sarah would not answer when asked her true identity. But when no fan is so strange that Sarah had to ask.
答えなさいアーチャー英霊が持つ宝具は一つだけのはずいいえ中には複数の宝具を持っている者もいますがだとしても二つが限度だ
Answer me, Archer. A rogue spirit can only have one known phantasm. No, some have more, but two should be the limit.
そのように際限なく宝具を持つ英霊など存在するはずがない
A heroic spirit with infinite known phantasm cannot exist.
存在するはずがない。それは早計だな、セイバー。
Cannot exist. You're jumping to conclusions, Saber.
英霊は生前持ち得た武器を宝具とする。ならば単純な話ではないか。この宝具はすべて俺が生前に集めたものということではないか。
Heroic spirits, no phantasm, are weapons they had when they were alive. So this is a simple story. All these known phantasms are things I collected while I was alive. Yeah, quite different than his legend, honestly. But it's quite fun how they interpreted why.
私を侮っているのかアーチャーそれこそ絶対にありえない
Are you insulting me, Archer? That is even more impossible.
あなたが何者であろうと他の英霊たちのシンボルたる宝具を揃えられるはずがないそのような英霊はこの世界に存在しない
No matter who you are, it will be impossible for you to collect all known phantasms. These are symbols of other heroic spirits, no matter such heroic spirits exist. Whatever be his answer. Saber is right. All the known phantasms here are real. There are demonic swords from North Europe, demonic swords from South America. No hero made in his name. Places first of all, only lesser has a bulk. Heroic spirits are the weapons they had when they're alive. But that rule, as soon as he has become Ku Cullen. But he isn't Ku Cullen. So the lance cannot be gay bulk. But the thing is, that's definitely a real gay bulk. This could be explained as if it's fake, but as long as we're the country. No, hold on. The mother weapon. Ah, see, that's the thing. He's figured out. It can't be, but wait, it's possible. Myths and legends do not start from nothing. All myths have a common points because of a single foundation become their model. Because legends have become objects of faith. Only those have originated in that land. I think the monk swords and holy swords start having special abilities around that time. So before that, what if no fan myths and legends had a form before they were given names?
お前のマスターも捨てたものではないな。どうやら俺の正体に心当たりがあるらしい。
It seems your master is not so bad after all. It seems he has a hunch about my true identity. Sir looks towards me, so far away. I can't even get her as she's so far away, but my eye has only recovered to the point where I can barely move my fingers.
Saber!
Run, Saber, his no phantasm is
本物だという
real, right?
そう
Yes, it's really simple,
単純
Saber.
な最も
Let me tell you about the most ancient time, when the world was still one. The king flourished, and the king collected every treasure in the world. There was nothing he could not collect, and he lacked nothing. The king had a perfect treasury and the masses of weapons if there was ever used, but instead, one sleep with the king. The story is that simple. After the king's death,
名犬であるがゆえに重宝され活躍し、いずれ宝具として扱われ
after the king's death, the contents of the treasure room spread all over the world. They were valued because they were splendid swords, and they eventually became no phantasms.
わかるか
Do you understand, King of Knights?
お前たち
The
の
no
扱う
phantasms
宝具
you
とやら
use are just the king's
元々は
possessions.
その王の持ち物に過ぎないのだ。
It's like an inheritance. You go back far enough, and model must exist. So it's only natural for every legend, myth, folklore, and noble phantom to have original model. And that in the distant past, it was possible to collect all of their models, and one can possess all their noble phantasms. Only one hero could correspond to that. One of origins in a legend far older than that of King Arthur or Heracles. Once had the rule over ancient Mesopotamia. Half god, half human king who collected the treasure as he wished, saw immortality, and his name was. Wow, I'm surprised that he knows all this stuff. Like, no, really, the show just like goes to a library and just reads all these bunch of myths and legends.
ギルガメシュ人類最古の英雄を
Gilgamesh, mankind's oldest king of heroes. Sarah's son shocked. The golden king Gilgamesh accessed the shock with satisfaction. You know, when it was like, when I was like playing the Red New, the one thing, the first time I was playing it, it was like quite different. The CG was different here.
いかにもこの身は貴様らでは叶うべくもない最強の英霊だ
Indeed, I am the strongest heroic spirit. You shall be no match. And the golden knight moves forward. There's nothing else to talk about. All that remains for him is to use his many noble phantasms to defeat his enemy.
ほう我の名を知った上でまだ抗うか
Oh,
今度
you
こそ
still
勝ち
oppose
目
me
の
even
ない
after you know my
サ
name.
スだな
You must know you have no chance of winning.
やってみなければわかりません。い
I do not know unless I try.
かに英雄王といえど超えられるものがあるは
Even
ず
the
だ。
king of heroes must not have something he cannot possess. Yeah, Gilgamesh is called the king of heroes. Arturia is called the king of knights. Alexander the Great is called the king of conquerors. So awful. When Genghis Khan also be called king of conquerors? You know, it's kind of complicated how they choose these names. Sarah Surround Waver. Surrounds Waver. The wind starts to twirl and becomes a raging gale to protect her. At the same, the golden sword appears. No, Saber. It can't be. Saber's going to use a scar here. Human stops. You two must know the holy sword power composure vanishes. Sarah keeps staring at Gilgamesh and looks in my direction in an instant. As she's telling me to run, Gilgamesh has his back to the river. The series is over here. It must have been while she attacked him earlier. Before I read the series, confronting Gilbert to protect me. No, you can't use it here. I pour strength in my limbs. Even though I try to move my body, all I can move is one of my arms. But I still collect the magic energy in my body to raise my body with that one arm. Damn it. My senses were gone, but every bone in my body starts to scream once I start moving. My pain is warning. The pain's telling me I'll break or move any further. You see what happened. I ignore it and raise my body up. I bear my pain. I don't have time to deal with it. I had to get out quickly and protect Saber, because I have a bad feeling about this. The permission I felt when I faced that enemy. She'll never be able to beat him. The instant feeling that I should never let Saber fight him won't go away. Oh, you tried to, but you failed. And I don't think you can stop her either, because you will both die.
音に聞こえし聖剣か。いいだろう。
A holy sword, huh? Fine. Well, he sounds like I can match that. A twirling wind is now a raging storm. Even with the holy sword from the Gona does not back away. Moreover,
では、こちらもふさわしいものを
then
出
I
さ
should
ない
use a weapon appropriate against it. He pulls an encorded sword from the gate behind him. There he is. That's the cause of my bad feeling. The sword does not appear in any legend. I could have done every one of the no phantasms that were floating behind them, but I can't even tell what that sword is. Yup. That was named after like a pop. I think it's like named after a popular myth in Mesopotamian myth, so it's quite interesting.
俺はすべての宝具の原型を持つ。だがそれらはすべて無名であり、俺しか持ち得ぬ武具というわ
I
け
have
では
the original models of all no phantasms, but they're all nameless, and I am not their only possessor. A cylindrical sword. The sword is made of 3 parts. Each part is turning slowly in different directions. It looks like a rock drill pierced through a hard surface. It's like a drill sword, right? Yeah. It's like, let's see it. Yeah. It's like spin. Yeah, you can tell it's like spinning, right? Yeah.
だがこれは
But this
違
is
う。
different.
正真正銘。この英雄王
This
しか
is,
持ち
this
得ぬ
sword is
剣
truly a sword that only the King of Heroes possesses.
だ。名など
It has no name, so I
俺は
call it
エ
Aya.
アとだけ呼んでいるが。
純粋に宝具の力比べをすると
Are you saying we shall just compare the strength of our no phantasms? Like, concentrate. There's only 10 meters between them. Without this, the Gurren shouldn't be able to dodge her attack.
そうだ。なに、遠慮することはないぞ。最強と呼ばれるその剣。一度味わってみたくもあったからな。
I like that CG. It looks like he's gonna kill you, honestly. Right. You do not need to hold back. I've always wanted to take the sword said to be the most powerful. Oh yeah, Saber's sword is said to be the most powerful. Sometimes like makes sense, and other times it's just fucking bullshit. It makes no sense sometimes, and that's fake for you. All this convoluted timelines and all that shit. Really. His laughter echoes through the park. She must consider that a provocation. You know, but I think about the original fate. I think they said like Tsukihime coexisted with it, then much later they changed their mind. Kind of sad. So probably the original timeline, also the original Tsukihime, they correspond with each other. That's what I think, at least. All right.
ならば我が剣
All
見
right.
事受け切ってみるがいい
Then try to defend yourself against my sword. Sarah's sword moves. Her lips is able to say its true name. There's nowhere to run now. The no fan release with its true name will smash all power onto Gilgamesh.
出番だ。起きるがいい。エア。
It's your turn. Wake up, Aya. The cynical sword Aya roars. There we go. In response, Gilgamesh words 3 blades turn with a withering sound. 3 blades, there's more like 3 parts, but I guess 6 blades. If Saber's Sky Arrow brings on the whirlwind by releasing the wind, Gilgamesh Aya creates a storm by swallowing the surrounding winds. You know, I know his no fan was like fucking broken. I mean, literally, like you cannot tell like in frequent order or like good organ, but in lore, it's fucking broken. Probably more broken than Saber's weapon. Hex. Saber's more experienced with anti-Casanova phantasms. It's faster than Aya's roar. Sarah pours magic energy into the sword limit and Mara seconds with a great power. Caliber! There's no hesitation. Sarah releases the holy sword that can even split a river in two. Just before that. Emina Elish. Yeah, it's like yeah, I said it's just named after a puppet myth. I think that's a Croatian myth. So it makes sense once you realize something. A light is saying magnitude takes on Excalibur's light. A huge impact. The raging wind knocks over trees and crashing the light, explosion that burning my eyes. My body's almost blown away by the wind. I managed to dig myself in the ground with one hand and light. How long will the conflict last? About 2 rumbles make me fear it's going to split to is. Suddenly ended with her figure surrounded by a white light. A crash. I hear something falling beside me. Saber. What is it is? I could tell with my blind eyes. Damn. I thought she might be dead. This is how torn up Saber is. I tried, you know. I try to make it more unique. In this sense, the golden knight is laughing crazy, unscathed.
人類最強の聖剣とやらもその程度か。人間の幻想など、所詮子供魂よな。
He is enjoying himself, isn't he? So the most powerful holy sword is only that strong, huh? Human illusions are a mere child's play after all. His laugh is high pitched, and it seems like it will carry on the burning air into the heavens. Is it that much fun? He doesn't even look at Seer, as he laughs only for his own sake.
Saber.
There's no reply. Like, have we like? Wait, no. Charisma and divinity B. In essence, Gilgamesh dislikes the gods. His rank is reduced. King's treasure and a mighty leash. Anti-world noble phantasm. Look at that shit. Maximum target 1,000 people. And you go Saber. Yeah, maximum, but it's like anti-castle. It's like fucking. Yeah, the range could be anything. I was like, it was like EX. It's like fucking amazing. It's like shit. Gilgamesh. Yeah, we haven't known his master yet. You'll figure it out, honestly. Soon enough. Defense against maniacs. Yeah, blah blah. But you know, what was our ranking? Yeah, it's rank C. A+. Yeah. Nothing can be Gilgamesh. It's just so funny. Golly. There's no reply. My blood gushes out from her mouth as she tries to gasp. My vision turns red. What am I doing? I knew this was going to happen. I knew Sarah won't be able to beat Gilgamesh. So why did I stop her using my command steal? But this is rather boring. A complete victory for me, huh? I'm disappointed that you can even offset my attack, Saber.
ああ、そうか。少しは手加減してやるべきだった。何しろ相手は女子供だったのだ。
Oh, I see. I should have taken easier on you. After all, I am fighting women and children. His irritating laugh. The responsibility is mine. I thought she could win. No, you didn't. You didn't even fucking thought that. No matter how bad it felt, I thought Saber's Excalibur would be able to beat him. This is why, even though I told her to stop, my command spell didn't react. I wasn't serious. Huh, okay, that makes sense. If I really wanted to protect Saber, I could have made her run away by using my command spell, and there would have been infinite ways for me to fight by myself. Oh, okay, that's like fucking stupid. If Saber can't beat him, what chance do you have, honestly?
さて、ではいただくとするか。汚れてしまったが、何？いずれ同じ目に遭うの。
Well then, let me have you now. You're dirty, but you would have eventually ended up the same way. It's no problem that you're hurt now. The laughter approaches. She must have noticed that Saber faintly opens her eyes. Notice that Saber wasn't hurt. Saber, are you alright? I can only sense her breathing. I can't touch her, even reach out. My body still won't move. I can't even run to her. So I can only call out to her. Saber. Saber's mouth opens. She breathes as if asking help at a cost, even if it is painful. Shiro, are you there? She raised her finger, telling me she cannot see me. Hold on now. I can't say I'll help her. I'm on the ground too. I can only move my arms. I can only call her and encourage her. She cannot see me in this ugly state. Oh, I see. I've been defeated. She speaks in a soft voice and looks at me with no light in her eyes. I'm sorry. Please run away, Master. She sees something absurd while coughing up blood. Not really absurd if you think about it, but let's see how you respond. My vision turns red with anger. I completely depend on Saber's unconsciously, and this is the result. I can't even stand up after a sudden attack. I grab my head with the only arm that moves. I want to kill myself, so I put the strength in my hand and I squash my head. A firm hammer goes down. I take this switch and turn myself into a Magus and smash with a hammer instead of on my finger. Never use it again. Projection magic is beyond your level. Tosko's words. She's saying magic is one's level would turn the caster into a cripple. So what? I don't know. She's more important than that. If I can't protect her, I don't need my body. Yeah, you're quite someone to say, aren't you? She has helped me many times. There's never been anyone I care so much about. So, if I can't help her, Amy sure can just die here. Please don't die, Shiro. I like you. I can hear sounds of metal. Metallic magic energy reinforces on the bones of my body, all over my body. I give everything I have here. I put it into my highest gear in the highest rune store. Knowing my limits, I create much magic as possible. My spine catches fire as my whole body grows red hot. I bite my tongue, feeling the brain melting. I bite down the pink's flesh. If I can keep my conscience just making a hole in my tongue, there's no problem. What? The footsteps stop. His laughter stops as well. Shiro. What are you doing? When you do that, your body will. She must feel even though she can't see it. She screams, trying to get back up. That makes my last powers turn on. I stand back up. The body that won't obey me starts to move because I'm poor in its past limits. It's like saying my body to make run towards water. But I don't care. It's better than watching Sarah get hurt. That's right. I finally realized it with my mind that I was about to burn away from the beginning. I swore to hold the sword because I didn't want to see her hurt. Well, I'm telling you to run, so why? A truck, Sarah's behind me. Now, I can't even take one step backwards. Trace on. I hold down my brain, which is rolling down a fire. I manage my mind. I am imagining only one thing. I'll divide it into 8 sections to create the lost sword. I feel so hard in my left hand. I don't even need to look to check. The second manufactured sword provides successful without showing down even once. My sword, no. That's still not enough. You must know you can be with that. You move. Please run away. I won't. I can't pick you up, so I can't run home by myself. I raise my sword. I hold on so tighter than a shinai. Glare down the enemy. Stop shooting this minute. I shake down Sarah's words and step forward. There's 4 meters between us. If I step forward with my might, I'm able to attack him. Devin does not move. Gumrish watches for a second, then laughs. Of course he would. I guess I'll kill you, he says with an emotion in his voice. I instantly block the attack swung at me. I swing my body to avoid the attack. But I'm not fast enough. The first attack was a sun gust, the next was a barge attack in the raging wind. I parry all I can do. No, I won't even have able to block the first attack by myself. It's fortunate I also reproduce this memory when I produce a sword. A sword long past holds inexperience. The sword must have already been familiar with such attacks. Wait, well, you can do that? I didn't know that. That's such a really overpowered skill, honestly. No wonder Ren would say you will become a cripple because you're using a lot of magical energy. I can't judge Gilmer's attacks, but this sword is able to. So the sword reacts to his attacks before my hands do. I swing falling sword, as a result I can block his attacks. Once sword part can break, it's not perfect. But that doesn't last long. My fingers numb every time I swing slowly. I can't catch up with the sword. Low life, you're worse than unsightly. He must dislike even the slight resistance. He glares with anger and retreats a bit. Thank God. If he can't attack me, I didn't have last aim even for a few seconds. I take a deep breath and try to control my breathing. And then... You filthy imitator. If you like it so much, I shall show you the real one. Damn, he's going to destroy the imitation. He takes out a sword. What? That is a familiar sword. The orientation on it is different. But it's true news that the deal of creation is a soul too close to those of this sword. It can't be. The sword model. It is. But its strength is no band that is incomparable. What we have is the sword in the stone. Originated from the legend of the Sword of Supremacy and a tree from Northern Europe. But this is the original model. The foundation of the sacred swords writes like the king. Is that Charlemagne or someone else? I don't remember. The Sword of Supremacy is a trio Graham, the demonic sword of Sigmund. Hero Northern is the original model. Oh, Sigmund. Sigmund. It's like Sigurd. Yeah, it's probably his father, right? Children cannot defeat their parents. An imitation that deteriorates every time is renewed cannot match the original model. A light runs. The sword understands better than that this is the same attack a determined berserker in one slash. It must be protecting its owner. The sword in my hand goes to the enemy sword with utmost power. Like, is this sort of controlling your hand movements? Is that what it is? The name of the known phantasm is Caliber, the golden sword of sure victory, but it destroyed without trace by the sword called Mill Dash. I hear somebody sliding on the ground. Sliding? Is the ground that park slippery because of its level? I slide across it and stop. Shiro. The voice makes me realize I'm still alive. Oh, so you're pretty near me. Thanks, so I'm relieved. I felt like I was blown away, but it's fine. Saber's nearby. So all I do is get up and I run to Saber. I look at my arm while I'm on the ground. It's red. My arm is surrounded by red membrane. There's no blood coming out of it. Don't move. Please do not move. Don't move, Shiro. With his guts like foam spilling out, I can hear Saber's voice. It seems my body has been injured. That attack. I'm sure I was blown away by Gora's sword. So the wound must be... Oh, I see. Now I understand why Saber's acting like that. I can only move my right hand. My left hand won't move. First of all, my left shoulder isn't attached to my body. Wait, what? Let me read that again. My left hand will move. My left isn't. Oh, shit. Damn. I thought his guts were spilling out, but that is also fucking horrible. Dangling down to my left shoulder. So my body is cut from the shoulder down, is severed from like Lego pieces that don't fit together. Wow, that's like interesting actually. That's probably from the translation, but it's like it has a good way to put it, I guess. It looks like a ginkgo leaf. Been cut from my shoulder down to my waist. It's strange that I'm alive, but that miracle should soon run out. I'm barely conscious right now. My vision narrows by the second. First of all, my insides will fall if I move. I'm already dead. My mind is lingering like a ghost.
なんだ、見事に散らばったと思ったが存外にしぶといのだな。なるほど。
I see. I thought you would be scattered, but you are rather tough. I see. Clinging to a life is all a merit of a low life. He laughs. I'll say I'm thankful. The more irritating he is, the more my mind stays conscious.
だがそこまでだ。貴様に獅子は似合わん。
But that is all. A lion does not suit you. I will take that woman. Footsteps. The sound I'm walking up takes serious for sure this time. Stand up, don't stand up. Alright. Yeah, don't say I'm probably gonna die, or... No. Do we have enough time to do like a bad end? Sure, let's don't stand, I guess. The laughter approaches me. As soon as I put my hands together, lightning runs down my spine. Every time I feel my body's telling me I can't fight anymore. I can't get up. Even when I get up, I can beat this guy in my body like this. As soon as I admit my body stops moving, trying to stay alive. The power that was protecting me to show up to now starts to fade. My conscience clouds up. My dying mind ends as well. Huh, it was a fast and dead end, you know? Huh, so I was like, let's just do this quickly. Oh wow, there's the hanging Shiro. You. Oh, that's so funny. Marvelous Shane. Fucking chicken grill! That's so stupid. I can't believe this, You'll be such an insane gamer that you will come to this Tiger Dojo too. You shouldn't be here. Be the goalie because they protect Saber, or I'm gonna get mad. Is that okay, Bruma? Oh, hi, Senpai. Well, I was a bit vexed, to be honest. I want to act cool out of this far. But this dojo's done. If we go back to the choice, I'll beat him, Shiro. Or at least I unlocked that. Yeah, it was quite quick. Like, let's see how much things have. Oh, finally I got this. And we can see that. Well, eventually. Why not? It's like one of those dumb things. You'll see it. It was like really dumb. Look at this shit, it's like so fucking funny. Oh, poor Sakura, damn. Yeah, that's basically the hermit dog. Well, I think my sister's doing good. Stand up. I put power in my right hand. I grabbed the ground and raised my half-sliced body. I see Sarah's face for an instant. She looks like she's about to cry. I'm proud for falling in love with her. Oh no, not done yet. I raise my body with just one arm. My legs won't move. The magic energy that forged my body has depleted. The only thing remaining is my beating heart and organs screaming in pain.
Ho, Miren ka. Daro na. Are wa omae ni wa sugita takara da.
Oh, lingering affection. I assume so. This treasure beyond. I understand how you must feel. It must be really vexing to have taken away another man. That does it. I can't stand his talking anymore. I say, don't talk like a tree, see me like an object. I put power in my right arm. Is there a melon in it? A creaking noise, my body reacts to the wishes. I get up one knee. As I tell you, power in my body. As I do things I need to live, flow out. Why do you not understand that this is useless now? Voice is almost insulting. She's a long way. When it doesn't pass, she's watching me in vexation. I ignore and keep trying. Voice is just a burden. And my body nor kill much, but Saber is my greatest enemy now. Because if she objects when experts like that, my mind will die. Finally, my knee finally has strength, so left to stand. No, I do not need your help, as I have been defeated as long as your sword anymore. It's been like this is the natural end for a servant. Sarah's voice. Damn. If she interrupts me anymore, I'll get mad at her. No, please stop. You cannot go on. You really died. I will. How could she say so without knowing how I feel? Shut up, be quiet first. At times like you should rely on me. That's not you, Shiro. Please do not get your priorities wrong. My life is not important. You should put your life rather than first in such a thing. It sounds like she's begging. My mind is collapsing thinking that I'm making her sound like that. But still. There's nothing more I want than you. I accept her words. Sarah looks at me in astonishment. I do not know why she looks like that. But I remember. She told me I was a fool who didn't know the value of his own life. I think she's right. It's too conceited for someone who can't even think about himself to try to help someone else. Not just complacent happiness, it's just an unstable happiness for the other party. The most important person is yourself. The kind of person probably can become happy and share their happiness. Yeah, I'm a certainly fool who could consider his own life. I was wrong about the most important for me. Since that day, the sea has been empty. But I'm grateful for the immorality, because it is that empty seat sitting a person I want to save from the bottom of my heart. I said this won't change even if I value my life above all. Even that, there's nothing inside that can take your place. That makes me realize I didn't feel sympathy for her. The girl saw my dream. She fell low in dialogue. I thought she was unmovable, but at the same time, I was charmed by her. I thought she was beautiful. She pulled out the sword, ran through without looking back. Her life was so brilliant. That's right, so I must protect her. That's all you alone go darkness in your last. That's right, so in your last months, measure your death, so you can be proud of your life. My doubts disappear. My path is clear. Sorry, I like you the most, Saber. So I won't give you to the god like him. Dare I say that I regret apologizing to her, but I had to say it. I wanted to say it at this moment because there won't be no impurities mixing my world. I hear gas. I wanted to turn around and see, but I won't be able because I can't see anymore. I get up. I can still find my heart is beating. My magical energy is my life. As long as my heart is beating, I can keep recreating her sword.
よく立った。
Well done. So,
その後
now
は
what?
何があるの
What
だ
can you do now? It feels like a burning heat in my right hand. Perhaps I'm close to that. I remember 10 years ago. It was a terrible illusion. My body feels like it's still in that far reaching for life. Go away, I won't give Saber to you. I raise my hand and say that.
たわけ。誰が貴
Fool,
様
I
の
do not
許
need
し
your
を得る
consent. Then he raises his sword.
シロ
Get down, Shiro! I hear Saber's voice from behind me. I know using my remaining energy, I protect this sword once more. I stop by that light. Though it's not as strong as scattered, the light that can burn away everything touches coming for me. Feeling the heat in my body, I do not think about my death. I start behind me. She'll be dragged like this, so I at least protect her. I said I'll protect. Yes, I want to protect her. She's strong, but I was thinking that she could have broken down any moment, so I have to hold on steady. She's like a drawn, so I help her. She doesn't get hurt. And then, before I realize, there's something like a sword in my right hand. What? Whose voice was that? As is only for an instant. What was that? Gilmore's voice? Saying to go in the absolute victory retreat.
シロそれを
Sure, let me. Sarah takes my hand. The rising light stops right beside Saber. Right before me is Gilmore opening his eyes and bleeding. Wow. I don't know what happened, but I know this is a repeat of the battle against Berserker. Saber used something I had made and defeated Gilmore's sword. A light pushed back the light must have injured him, who was unscathed up to now. A friendly murder's attempt. It feels like he needs to kill everything he sees in order to claim calm down. But the golden knight leaves silently. I don't know even what to be surprised, knowing why he left, but even my fading mind knows that the battle is over. My knees give away. All tension disappears from my body to the ground.
シロ
Shiro! Sarah instantly supports me. Sarah supports me. I look down my body. I let down a gasp. My wounds are so bad that cannot be treated. My body is cut from the left shoulder. Should have been died easily. Oh, this too. I must barely be alive because of the healing power, but this must have its limits. My body almost split in two. I'm sure nothing will be able to fix my body now. I can't even tell. I'm so brave, not my conscience starting to fade. The end is near. But the fortunate thing is about Saber. I feel one that seems Saber's just fatigued. She's unharmed, but her words are completely healed. So even when I retire, Toga should be able to do something. The fuck is it? This sound again. Sounds my bones are cracking coming from my body. Down the wound. There are many swords. My body is made of swords. You won't understand what I'm trying to reference, but it is from Fate, though. I forgot what routes. I think it was a movie. I heard that. It looks like it's layered on top of each other, crowding to connect my third body, making that sound. Yeah, my body's made of swords and stuff. This doesn't really get resolved until like the last route, like the conclusion of this made of swords and stuff. I feel dizzy. It feels like everything in my bone body most of my body's made of swords. Oh, he already said it. There's no such thing. It must have been my imagination. My body is just fine. Let's prove my severed body is starting to connect. All my cuts are healing quickly. It's more like a red sword than healing. This is more creepy than strange. It seems like I'll be saved, but this is too.
よかった。この分なら死
I'm
ぬことは
glad.
なさそう
It
です
seems
ね。
that you will not die, Master. I hear Siri's voice by my ear. I was really close by.
いや、それは助かるけど。
Well, that's great, but what's going on? Trying to finish, I'm also stalled by dizziness. Then, my body is enclosed by soft arms. There we go. Saber.
いいえ、私には分かりました。
No, I finally understand.
傷が癒
It's
され
only
るのは
natural
当
for your
然
body
で
to
す。
heal. I can't stay conscious because I'm producing so much energy. My tired mind wants to sleep right now. How strong is she? She wraps around and holds me tight.
やっと気
I
づい
find out you are my sheath,
た。
Shiro.
シロは私。
She says so in deep, seeping voice. The feeling so comfortable that my remaining conscious fades away. I'm glad to be able to stay and let my body sleep. Before that, I complained myself that it would have been more perfect for a position or reversed. At the end, I see the red hill once more. A red memory. I dive deeper in her memory and realize this is the last time. These are the memories of the night which I have seen many times before. Becoming king and becoming the will of the country by killing her own. Days filled with neglect and for her trusted night. So, like, sure as a sheath. Huh. Why is that? Never like, why is that? I mean, we'll figure out. I think it's like, I think the next part we'll find out. I don't know. Who knows? After becoming king, becoming will of the country, her killing her own will. Her days were filled with neglect from her trust. Every time she went about, a tutorial was made to the wish for a bell she did not wish for. She continued her sex surrounded by suspicion. A way of her isolated was a rebellion by one of her relatives. As the young knight took over the country while the king was on expedition. Mordred! The man's name was Mordred, so it was a man this time, not one. It's from a knight who was the son of Morgan, and the sister of the king of knights, who was actually the son of the king of the knights. Depending on the which myth, but it seems like they're going with a more common one they use. To start the end, Artoria could not have children as a woman. But Mordred surely inherited the blood of Artoria. Artoria's older sister Morgan, I'm not sure how far she went, but she did becoming king, even though Artoria was younger than her. Mordred created her own self, served the King Arthur as a knight. Unknown father waited for his chance to take over the throne and finally organize a revolt. Revolts don't start out of nowhere, as they say, you know. This was the battle later known as the Battle of Camelin, the end of King Arthur. King Arthur discovered Mordred's betrayal on her expedition, returned to her homeland with her entire troops to invade her own territory. She slashed away the knights that used to serve her. She attacked the lands she once protected. A few knights that stayed with her died off. The ones standing and end her and Mordred. A person come ended the king's victory, but she did not emerge unscathed. Was bound by a strong curse, so he still has swung his sword. Even after his death, he let a fatal wound on the king. This is the end of this battle, the last of her, one called the King of Knights. It's been painful. Come to think of it, none of our battles were painless. Every one of our 12 battles were severe, and this just happened to be the greatest appropriate for her end. She returned to Britain, destroyed her army. She punished the knights who served her, and the knights following her all died. And she had to kill her own son, even if he was son only in name. Yeah, so like, if we go by this version, like, then was Mordred just a guy this time? Or like, because we know like an Apocrypha is like a girl and stuff, and all that stuff. So if you go by this original one, Mordred will be probably, I don't know, probably not her son, probably more like just the son, probably of Morgan, but that's it really. As like an original legend. I cannot tell what went through her mind, but I have to wish. The long king who tried to be a king until her last moments. I wish her last dream might be a normal dream, one that a girl called Tori might wish for. I'll probably end it here, so I'll see you next time. So see ya. Alright, I'm I am back just for a little extra thing that I just found out that I skipped. It's a CG that is quite nice, and this is just a little reward for you guys, I guess. So, there's a little CG, and I would like to collect all the CGs. Yeah, you remember these choices, and you know what I'm talking about. So, okay, this one, I think. Wait, let me check again. I need to check again if I got this right. Yeah. Yeah. Alright, so let's go. Fujine, where's my gift? If he knows, like, I think she brought something? I don't remember. I still preparing dinner. Wait, the volume? Yeah. So preparing dinner and take off my apron. When I wash my hands, I go to the living room. Who doesn't have an apple in her hand anymore? Fujine, did you eat that apple? Yeah, I did. It was sweet and sour and good. I see. Then it's your turn to give me a gift for what you've eaten. Well, damn. Well, that's something, you know? Yeah. Dude, here, I think I'm having recorded like the new part for the so I'll probably put this like near the end. You know. Gift? You mean oranges? I won't ask how you came to that conclusion. I'm telling you to give me the gift you having for me. Don't tell me you forgot what you said even this morning and I fucking forgot. No, I fucking forgot because it's been a while since I've recorded a part like that, you know? Very well. Don't be rude. I do remember. See, I have it here. Fujin puts a string here back on the table and empties out. This is unexpected. I don't think it's like Fujin to remember about her promises. But what is that? Is that for me? No matter how I look at it, it looks like garbage. I mean, a mountain of stuffed animals. Oh, I miss Fujin so much. For sure, I have this Aztec stone mask. Your room is empty, right? It should increase the warmth a bit, but if you have this there. She has me a heartful and suspicious mask fashioned like a sun. It's a thing size like of a baseball with soft stuffing in it. Like Aztec mask. I don't know. Every time I think of that, I think of those DC characters. I think in the episode was it like Faust or something. I don't know. I don't know how he's in the comics, but it's like yeah, that just reminds me, like his fucking room was like fucking mythology and all that stuff. Fortunately, was this 100 yen each game? Yeah, I think Japan has that stuff. Like you can win prizes like that. I don't know, America has it, probably. She admits it. That's funny. Yeah, it was a lot of work getting that. I never give it up, and I had the guy working there take it out for me. She's laughing embarrassing. I'm scared to think how bloody the fight must have been. Oh yes, she was like in kendo, wasn't she? I always have a Chinese dragon, a bat, crab, cow, snake, judging soldier. Fujin happily separates the mountain of stuffed animals. A few stuffed animals roll off the table in the living room because I mess in an instant. It's a mess, but Fujin seems to be having fun. I don't want to stop her. Well, I'll take it. You should clean up once you're done sorting them. Yep, I know. I'll go back to the kitchen where the stuffed animal is my hand. Then, she must just pass by. I see Saber at the entrance of the living room in a really bad mood. Saber is glaring at the room, saying nothing.
Saber, もうお風呂から
Saber, are you done in the bath already?
はいいい湯でした
Yes, it was very nice. She answered in unusual manner, but she enters the room unsteadily like she sleepwalked. Sarah walks like to the table and stops right in front of the discarded stuffed animal.
タイガこの人形は獅子を模しているのですか
Tiger, is this a puppet modeled after a lion?
うんそうみたいねライオンの子供だよそれ
Yeah, it looks like it. That's a baby lion. Sarah's tiny staring at the stuffed animal at her feet.
この散らばった人形はタイガのものなの
Are
です
these your puppets, yours, Tiger?
その
Those
そこにある
puppets
人
over
形た
there.
ちと同じでそうだけどセイバーちゃん欲しい欲しいならあげよっか
Yeah, do you want some? I'll give you some if you want. Fujine asked Saber lightheartedly. Whoa, this is Fujine. Whoa, what is Fujine thinking? She should be able to tell the Sarah's in a bad mood. So why is she asking such a ridiculous thing? First of all, does she really think Sarah will want such a thing?
どういらない私が持っててもしょうがないしセイバーちゃんにあげてもいいよ
Do you want it? It's no good if I can keep it. So I can give it to Saber-chan. Fujine holds up the stuff line, not noticing Sarah's dislike. Sarah takes the end.
ぜひ
Please. Steps forward, seriously, and accepts it. Huh? My mind freezes. What kind of illusion is this? Sarah's holding the chunk all useless like is really important.
感謝しますありがとうタイガ
I appreciate very much. Thank you, Tiger. Oh my god, look at this. Oh, she has a fucking stuffed lion.
別にいいよそれ虎じゃないんだもん
Don't worry about it. That is not a tiger. Oh, there was something wrong with that comic book,
け
Janae.
ど意外かなこういうの好きなんだセイバーちゃんって
But I'm surprised. You like this kind of thing, Saber-chan?
はい小さくて可愛らしいものには憧れていました
Yes, I long for something small and cute.
たまにそういったものを手にする機会
I
が
had
なか
not
ったもの
really
で
a chance to hold such a thing. Saying that, Sarah looks down at Sub lying in her arms. That fate looks like... What was that? I felt like I saw something weird.
もしかしてセイバーちゃんライオンが好きなの
Could it be that Saber-chan likes lions, a rival? No, you mean that you're like a tiger? Damn, that's something. Sarah nods with a smile, looking at the stuffed lion.
好きというわけではありませんが縁があるのです
It does not mean I like them, but I have a bond with them.
昔ライオンの子を預かっていたことがあってその子が私によく懐いてくれたのが
I
嬉しかっ
once took care of a lion cub, and I was happy that the child was attached to
た
me.
ですからそれ以来獅子には思い入れがあるのです
So since that time, I have had feelings for them.
本来なら私は竜を背にす
I
る
wish
も
I
の
was
なの
one
です
linked
が
to dragons, but
ライオンの子供かそういえば猫っぽいんだっけライオンの子って何もしかして噛んだり裂いたり飛んだりする
I see a lion cub. Oh, aren't lion cubs like cats or something? Don't they bite and scratch and all?
ええそれぐらい元気はありましたね
Yes, he was energetic enough to do such things. Wow, she had like a pet lion. I wonder what she named it, honestly. Liony or something like that. Something unoriginal, as we usually do.
預かっていたのは1ヶ月だけでしたができることなら最後まで共にいたかった
I only took care of him for him about a month, but I wish I could been allowed to be with him until the end.
なるほどなるほどでも難しいよねライオンってすっごく大きくなるじゃない普通の家じゃ飼えないしそりゃ手放すしかないか
I see, but that's hard. Lions get really large, nor house can keep them. You let them go. Bridget nods to herself. Sarah's still staring at the stuffed lion. I don't know what sort of magic they had on, but... Wow, just look at that. Look at this fucking small lion. I quite like it. I never really unlocked the CG before, so this is why. Stuff like that. You know, I should have put like after the day thing, but oh well. and I should know about it pops in my head. I know myself something like dizziness, but still, I cannot shake it off. Her own memories. The event that really did happen in the past. Saber rubbing against what looks like a girl her age should. Well, fucking lying, yeah, sure. Yeah, her age. I know this is just momentary. It's just a momentary thing. All I know is that I'll find this special. The strange illusion disappears quickly, but my heart rustles. I feel like the illusion I caught a glimpse of engraved in my head, like a scar never goes away. Alright, I think that's it, yeah. So, yeah. I'll see you next time. Many Dimmers out. Bye! Wait, actually, before we go, let's return to the top, because... Yeah, let's return to the top, and let's go extra gallery. It's not that one, but... Where is it actually? Well, whatever. I'll see you next time, I guess. Bye.